What's up, guys? We're looking at a Fender Champion 20 today, and it's the last thing I thought I was going to bring home today, to be honest with you. I really had my mind set on a Marshall, and I've seen a lot of stuff about the MG series, and I found a store in my area that had the old gold face, the silver one, and then the new one, the new gold face. And with that said, it's an 8-inch driver in that. This Fender Champion 20 has an 8-inch driver. Each of the Marshalls had 8-inch drivers too. The clean on the Marshall sounded good, but I thought it should be louder. The gain on the Marshall, anything above 1, it just sounded like shit to me. That being said, keeping the gain down that low and, even, rolling the volume off, it didn't clean up. It just had a frizzy sound to it. It had no bottom end, and it didn't do anything for me. It was closed back, and I thought maybe that's, part of the reason why it sounded so shitty. The other thing I didn't like about it is the Tolex. Marshall cheap, they just went so cheap on that Tolex. It's ridiculous. This Fender Champion here, this has some really nice Tolex. And like I said, I'm a Marshall guy. I'm not really a Fender guy, but after hearing that MG series, I would steer clear of it. This thing, on the other hand, blew me away. It's unbelievable. So over here you got your gain, your volume, and then your voicing. And this is such a cool feature. If you dial it back, you have red, and then when you go to the middle, it turns green, and then amber. And you got four different channels. So like you got your Fender Tweed, Fender Blackface, and then you got and you could see each one does that. Then you got your British right here. That's 60s, that's 60s, the red, and then 70s is right in the middle, and then your 80s turns amber, and then over here is your metal. So it's your lower gain metal, and then in the middle is a little heavier, and then that's balls to the wall like a 5150 type deal all the way up. You got your treble, you got your bass, and this thing has some good bottom end. You got your FX level, and then over here, this is so sweet because, like I said, that Marshall MG15 DFX, I really liked it because it had this similar feature here, because it had the chorus, reverb, delay, flanger. Well, this here, it all the way off is off, and then it has, I think, 2 or 3 different reverb settings, or 2 different, it's 3 different reverb settings. I like it set on the spring, and then you have your chorus, you have flanger, you have delay and reverb, and then you have a wah, you have vibrato, and then you have tremolo. And you see this light flashing here. There's a button here, and you tap it. Well, the cool part about this is if you just tap it once, it'll start blinking much slower. It's like a slow type of tremolo. Then if you double tap it that way, you can see it starts flashing a little bit more, and it gives you a faster tempo. So I'm sure other people demoed, this. I'm not really going to get into that very much. I'm just going to run through a couple of the, features with it. Right now, like I said, I got this set on 70s British tone, And I have the gain at 3, volume at 5, and treble is at 8, and bass is at 6. I really wish they would have added the middle, you know, for mid-range. I feel that would have really helped this amp out and put it that much further over the top than what it already is. So enough talking. I'm not the greatest player. I'm a beginner, but for, you know, other beginners, this is a fantastic amp. Don't hesitate. Go out and buy it. You won't regret it. It does have an open back, like I think I said that before. Stay away from the Marshall MG series. It does not sound anything like a Marshall. And in spite of the clips on YouTube that I heard that some people, you know, make it sound good, I think there's some kind of EQing going on with them micing it up and going into their DAW. This is raw sound that you're getting out of this, and I just stay away from the MG. It's shit. Okay, so I got the voicing all the way down. We're gonna keep the volume on 3, and I'm just gonna play the first 3 power chords to Smoke on the Water and go through each voicing to let you hear how much of a difference this amp really does have and how good it does at mimicking the era. You can hear the volume drop there, so you'd have to make up for it with that. And then all the way up for the voicing. And you can hear the different voices in this amp, and I think they did a fabulous job on doing it. Let's see, you can notice a volume difference, so let's give it some V and do that. Okay, so we'll go through the effects now. I have it set to 10 on the FX level just so you can hear, and I have it set to the clean, and volume's on 5 now. Chorus. The other there's 3 chorus. And we got the flanger. And I think there's only one, you know, like flanger setting on here. And then we get into the reverb, or the delay and reverb. And then you can see here how fast that's flashing. So if I wanted, okay, now it'll do a slower repeat. And then if I give it a double tap like that, and then if I go 1, 2, 3, it'll be faster. And if you do it 1, 2, 3, let me see if I can do it quicker. There we go, we got it quicker now. And then there's another stage to the delay and reverb. Actually, there is 3 settings to the delay and reverb. And then we get into the wah, which is really, I didn't think I was going to like it, but I actually like it a lot. Let me turn a little volume up here. Sounds like a cocked wah. Really cool. And then this is vibrato. And again with the tapping thing for how fast it is. And let me turn the volume down. And then last we have tremolo. And we can speed that up. Well, slow it down. I gotta get used to that. The faster the light is going, the slower the tempo is. So you get the idea with that. I'm gonna attempt a couple riffs that I've been practicing. I'm not a great player, so I'm not gonna do the amp justice, as I don't do any amps justice. But I'm still gonna do the fucking thing anyway. So right now the voice is set at 70s British, and volume's at 5, gain's at 3, and got very little reverb. It's 1.5. Bass is at 6, treble's still at 7, and let's just try some other riffs out. so I put it on the metal setting now. It's up as far as it'll go, and we'll do some Metal Health by Quiet Riot. Again, I apologize for my crappy playing. I am a beginner, but this amp just rocks, and I think all the beginners out there should know about it. I am tuned in standard tuning. This next riff, Cold Gin, should be a half step down, so it's gonna sound a little off. Alright, so we're back on the metal setting, the first stage, and I'm gonna attempt a new riff, Girl Like You by the Smithereens, so I'll do my best. For any beginner out there that wants a really good amp at a reasonable cost, sounds full, has a bunch of different voicings, this is it. Don't hesitate. Don't even look at the Marshall MGs because they suck. This 8-inch driver, I usually go by the rule of thumb, what I was told, a 1x12, you don't want to go below that, but this amp got some fucking big balls on it, man. It's got some low-end full sound, and it's there. There's nothing else to say about it. I cannot recommend it enough. I talked about the Tolex, everything else. I wish it was a Marshall. I love the Marshall logo. I'm not a fan of the Fender logo. I don't like the silver, but man, they nailed the Tolex, the handle. It's a quality build, open back, 8-inch driver that just has a full sound. What more can you ask for? For the price, and it's loud. I mean, that's on 5. And my guitar, the volume knob, I had it like 9, 8, 9 for some of them. Buy it.